glad I'm here.
What's it been like just in terms of being able to settle into, you knew what your role was coming in. This was not the mystery of every season starting, trying to find your way. How much better is it just coming in knowing here's your job, just go out there and do it?
It was definitely a different feel. It was a little uncomfortable at first. I wasn't exactly used to it, but it's been a lot of fun, and just working with the Rockets organization, and they've been very helpful in terms of getting me, acclimated and transitioning.
How's the chemistry developing with you and James?
I think it's getting better every game. I think, when our first two games were too good to be true, and then defenses started to adjust, and now we're starting to get back to, some of the things that worked for us before. And so, I think it's going well. Every single game we learn a little more and we get a little better.
He's a guy who obviously is really great with the ball in his hands too. Is it a definite adjustment for you? I mean, during your best stretch last year, you obviously knew that the ball was going to be in your hands a ton. Is there a feel-out process where how often you're handling versus he's handling?
Yeah, that's still what we're going through right now, and we're feeling it out. And I think we're trying to find sets and ways that we can play off of each other and complement each other, and maybe both of us handle it at different times in the possession, things like that. And so, we're doing a good job, and the great thing is, he's not a selfish player at all, and he wants to get everybody going. We're just figuring out how to do that the best way.
Jeremy, Royce told me the other day that you called him and gave him some advice. Can you talk about what that conversation was about?
I just like to keep that between me and him, just because it's a personal matter for him, and so I don't really want to talk too much about it. Yeah.
Jeremy, you find it ironic, D'Antoni's first game was going to be against you. I mean, are you looking forward to seeing him? Have you spoken to him yet?
Yeah, I mean, I've kept in touch with him ever since, he resigned from New York, and so I got to catch up with him a little bit towards the end of last season, and then we've just been texting, so it'd be good to actually see him. It'd be weird to play against him.
Was the overtime the other night, was it very difficult for you to sit? Did you keep expecting to get a call to check back in?
No, for me it was just we as a team, we needed that win, and we trust each other, we trust the coaches, and there's no, it is what it is, and I was rooting for them, just like when I'm in the game, they root for me, and so unfortunately we weren't able to pull it out, but that was something where it was just kind of whatever the coach asked, you just got to be ready.
Were you surprised?
I don't really know. I guess I wasn't really thinking too much about it. I mean, not really, because he had wanted TD to play the defensive possessions and me to play the offensive possessions, but obviously it's not like football where you can just change whenever you want.
I saw the comments you made last week. You said that Mike D'Antoni, he changed your career, changed your life, and Mike obviously had some really great things to say about you. When we talked to him yesterday, that connection between you guys and what you guys were able to do for each other, was obviously really meaningful for that period of time. If things hadn't been the way they were, if he hadn't had to walk away, if Mike were still there this year, do you think that you're still in New York because of the connection you guys had?
If he was still there, honestly, I would guess that I'd have a higher chance of being there, but I think the decision at the end of the day was a management decision, and I actually don't know for whatever exact reasons, but I really enjoyed playing for him. It was kind of the time of our lives.
Jeremy, there was the story of the Yahoo story. There was one thing that you said that you went into a shell for about a month last year. I mean, why and what happened there?
It was just a lot at once, and it's just kind of overwhelmed me, and then I just kind of shut down in terms of, I just saw my family. I saw my family and my closest of my closest friends, and that's it. And it was just, I think that's what I had to do at that time, just to kind of try to stay focused on everything that was going on, and there was just a lot of outside noise that I was trying to tune out.
Mike was talking. He said that you provided him with all these memories. He said just that little stretch there. Do you ever look? I know it's a whole different city you're in now and a different situation. Do you ever look back on that time where you couldn't turn on a TV, you couldn't pick up a newspaper magazine without seeing your name, your face, or whatever?
I don't really think, like, when I think back, I don't think about that. I think about, like, the games and, the plane rides after the games and the things that we did as a team, whether it's the funny film sessions or whatever. I think about the memories that we had with our team, our coach, and things like that, and how fun that was.
We gotta get moving.